Peace, peace, beautiful people. It is I, your friendly neighborhood, ImahX, back with this week's Riff. Apologies on being MIA this weekend. I had some 3D responsibilities to tend to, and my cycle was also on, so the energy levels were such that I just couldn't get it together. But, you know, we have patience for ourselves with our ebbs and our flows. So I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend, and let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to hit our tuning fork, cleanse our energy, and make sure that we are kind of all aligned, calibrate us to the same frequency for this reading so that things can flow more smoothly. Deep inhale, exhale. Excellent, excellent. So I hope everyone's week is off to a wonderful start. Some energies are shifting. Jupiter is now entering Cancer for the next year. So that is an interesting energetic shift. And so we'll see if any messages come through regarding that specifically. We are working with our Spirit Animal Oracle deck today, and also our Moon Witch Tarot. So shuffle, and Ancestors Most High, what energies do you have for us? Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. Okay. And we'll do another. And Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so I knew there was a reason that I was supposed to pull two. So both of these creatures have shells. Both of these creatures have hard layers that they can withdraw within in times of external chaos and so forth. So there's an excellent metaphor here about setting healthy boundaries, but also cultivating home within yourself. The ability to, when all else fails, when things are chaotic around you, to understand that you can find and cultivate a sense of peace within. That seems to be a theme for us as we go into this week. Setting healthy boundaries. Armadillo also has the energy of 3. 3 has to do with gossip in terms of the negative aspects, because it has to do with communication, joy, and the positive aspects. So negative aspects would be boundaries. So you want to make sure that you are setting healthy boundaries in terms of not making sure that you're not listening to low vibrational, gossipy type of energies. Make sure you're not participating and contributing to those, because, you know, things just lower your vibration. When you talk about issues and problems and people as opposed to ideas and solutions and things that are more high vibrational, you have a tendency to focus on those lower vibrational things, which we know here has a tendency to make them appear in your reality more so. But also, it's just, there are much better things that you could be doing with your time than gossiping about folks or being around people who gossip about folks. Like, if that's the best thing that they can find to do with their time, then that's not exactly iron sharpening iron. So we want to make sure that we are keeping good company, and making sure that we are a good company to keep and be kept. So also, Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Tortoise and the hare. Do not be fooled by its commonplace appearance. Like this lamp, it's more than what it seems, a diamond in the rough. Like, nobody thought the turtle was going to win because everybody saw the hare get off to a fast start, but it's not how you start. It is how you finish. The journey is equally as important and as powerful and as fulfilling and as joyful it can be as the destination, if you take the time to stop and smell the flowers, stop and smell the roses. I was walking through my neighborhood this morning running some errands. I saw a butterfly, and I'll post a picture of the butterfly just so you guys can see, and it stopped and it posed all cute for me. I saw a mourning dove. I saw a Cooper hawk, and all because I was taking the time time to actually slowly, steadily walk through my environment, look around. I wasn't in my phone. I was completely present in my environment. And we feel like often, because of capitalism and because of, turtle in the hair, we have to feel like we have to rush in order to get to our destination. But often that comes with pitfalls, that comes with mistakes, that comes with all sorts of setbacks that that disappear when you move slowly and steadily, because then those pitfalls that you would have fallen over if you were moving too quickly, now you can see and be like, oh, I see that that's a stumbling block right there, so I'm just gonna calmly step over it. And it's a beautiful thing. There's something to be said for that. There's something to be said for that. Also, 62 on the turtle has the energy of 8 total, which is abundance. Also, looking at this turtle shell, there's I know that all turtles have like a certain amount of, like, I think there's a thing, like they all have a certain amount of numbers of a thing on their back. So there's something to be said for understanding that the things that we carry, we all carry different burdens, but as much as they are dissimilar, as much as everybody's burdens are individually different, we're all going through something. And so there's something to be said for having compassion for that, and for allowing ourselves to focus more on our commonalities than on our differences. But we're going to go ahead and pull some cards from the Moon Witch Tarot to close out this reading and our weekly guidance. I'll do one more shuffle. Whee! All right. So, Blue Moon, you are ready. Make your masterpiece. And Familiar, listen and learn. Okay. Weren't we just talking about taking the time to smell the roses? Listen and learn speaks to how we can learn so many lessons from our environment and from our surroundings if we just have eyes to see and ears to hear. The Most High, your ancestors, the universe, your spirit guides, your higher self, whatever you believe is out there trying to communicate with you, is constantly trying to communicate to you in terms of messages, trust, reassurance, different things, warnings sometimes putting you onto opportunities. But a lot of times we're just walking around so caught up in our very 3D lives and, the ways that we have been taught. Like, God isn't always at the altar. Shout out to the Carter 6. But beyond that, there is a quote that's like, God spoke to me in music today, but me who was looking for, something else almost missed the message. Or God spoke to me in the sunrise today. So truth and beauty are communicated in so many things, and all we have to do is be open and receptive to it, and also understand that we're ready. So I don't know what masterpieces everybody has. If you have a masterpiece that you are currently working on, please, I am very much looking forward to hearing it. Share below in the comments. Talk about what your process is, what you're working on. Discuss what boundaries you're setting. And yeah, you have everything that you need. Do not feel the need to rush. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. I know it can be easy to feel like we are behind, but you will get there. You will get there. And you just have to be patient with yourself and with the process. But I hope this message finds you well. Be blessed, be well, be naturally you. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the Room Zoom. And I might go live over here, since I have the capacity to do that now. Go live over here for the full moon. Yeah, so let me know if you guys are interested. Love y'all.